Hey guys, how's it going? My name is RP and welcome back to another Minecraft videos. Was that XP I just saw there? Huh. I must have breeded these cows, like, recently. Oh yeah, they're still baby cows. I can't even remember that. That's weird. Anyway, hey guys, my name is RP. How is it going? We are about to get another project from the Project Randomizer. And let's get quest to get all dies out of here, because obviously, as you can see, we have already done that. So, let's count down from 3. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, boom. And it is a mob farm. Alright. So, one of the more grindy, I guess, projects here. One of the bigger progress projects. Whoa. My mind just right there. That was weird. Anyway, a mob farm. That's going to be pretty exciting, I think. So, yeah, as always, I'm gonna prepare some stuff for this episode, and for the mob farmer, of course. So, I will be right back with you guys. Aha, so just as you thought we were done with the Bald Islands, we're back on, well, the Bald Islands. Yeah, we're back on the Bald Islands, and as you can see, I actually completed this island here, finally. I also moved the nether portal down here. I think I said I wanted it down, I think I said that I wanted the nether portal over here on this island, but I actually decided to go with it right there. We also, I can't remember if I ever showed you guys this. Basically what I've done here is I filled these 4 large chests with cobblestone, and I just have them running, creating smooth stone for me, and they have been running for quite a while. I originally had 64 block of coal in these furnaces here, and they are still running. You can see there are even furnaces in the corners here. So they're creating a lot of smooth stone for me, which is pretty cool. So yeah. But why am I out here on the Bald Islands, guys? Why am I out here? Well, first of all, I've done some more terraforming, and I've already started kind of connecting these 2 islands here. And oh yeah. By the way, something I think I mentioned was I was not gonna connect these 2 islands with like bridges. I was gonna connect them with landscaping, like terraforming them together so they would be one island. I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'm actually gonna connect these 2 islands with bridges. I'm gonna connect this whole island over here and this island with actual landscape, as you can see I've done here. But I think I kinda wanna go with a bridge, not bridges, but a bridge between these 2 islands, because I think that might look cool, like a mechanical bridge, or what's the right word, like a really cool industrial looking bridge across these 2 islands. I think that might be good. But also the reason I'm out here is a mob farm, which is today's project. And the mob farm I want to build is going to be on this island, this big island right here. And I have built a pretty cool design for it. Something, a mob farm design that I have not seen before. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, the idea is I'm going to build a skyscraper. And in that skyscraper, there's going to be the mob farm in it, basically. And I think we might do some mob sorting and stuff like that. And some really advanced mob farm stuff in this mob farm. Obviously, not everything is going to be done today. It's going to be pretty advanced. And, it might take a little while to figure out how to create all the components for that and stuff like that. But yeah, that is the idea. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do some more terraforming here off camera. And once when I'm back, we're gonna start building the mob farm, which is gonna be pretty cool. So yeah. Alright guys, so here we are at the place of the future mob farm. And there's kind of a lake in the way here, which I will have to cover up with a stone. As you can see, I've already started a little bit. But yeah, this is where the mob farm is going to be. As you can see, we've got a nice flat area here. Well, once the stone is in place, we've got a nice flat area. And yeah, this is where the mob farm is going to be. And I think this is a pretty nice location for it. It's kind of getting covered a little bit by the hills we're going to make. Well, there's already hills here, but we're gonna make some custom ones, of course, with stone. And it's kind of far away from the spawn there, But in the future, I think we might make like minecart stations going around these islands and stuff, which I think is gonna be pretty sick. And we might have like a station close to the mob farm here. But yeah, let me cover up all this stuff. Let me turn it all into stone here. Do some more terraforming, and we're finally gonna start on the mob farm. Alright guys, so what you're currently looking at is a time lapse of me building what's essentially gonna turn out as the mob farm. Now I don't think I've discussed this with you guys yet, but what I'm building right now is actually not entirely the mob farm itself. What I'm building is a skyscraper. And the mob farm that we're gonna build later in this episode is going to be inside the skyscraper. So I thought, instead of having a big floating mob farm looking all ugly and stuff, a skyscraper would look very, very nice, especially to this industrial kinda modern, almost modern feel we're going to have on this on these industrial islands. Now originally I would not have liked to do this time lapse here. Originally I recorded this clip discussing a lot of topics with you guys, but unfortunately the audio quality of this clip went extremely bad. You could barely hear what I was saying, and there was just a lot of noise in the background, which is why I decided to go with a time lapse instead. But that is also the reason why I haven't been posting any videos lately. Because of the audio failure of this specific clip meant that I couldn't get this video out in time, and I haven't had time at all to record anything for the couple past weeks. I do have a couple of videos pre-recorded, but to be honest, it wouldn't really make sense to upload RP Plays Minecraft number 20 before uploading RP Plays Minecraft number 19. But I should be back on track now. Even though I have extremely limited time to make these videos, I still enjoy them a lot, and I should be back on track, having at least one video per week, as I always do. And I know it is not a lot. One video per week is not many videos, but that is the best I can do with the time I have. And I hope you guys are still going to continue watching my videos. You guys have been very supportive through my time of YouTube here, and I really appreciate every nice comment, every like, every subscribe you guys are giving, every view. You guys are the best. So guys, I think that is gonna about do it for this time lapse. It's something different, but it gave me the opportunity to update you guys on a couple of things, let you know why I haven't uploaded any videos lately, and I hope you enjoyed it. I might do this again in the future when I have some more updates for you guys. So yeah. Alright guys, so are you ready? We're gonna be taking a look at the skyscraper. The final version of the skyscraper. Well, not actually the final version, because we're gonna expand it upwards at some point. But you're getting a little sneak peek there. Boom. That is what the skyscraper looks like. I have spent a long time to make this. And must I say, it was definitely worth it. I am really pleased with this. It's so massive, it's so cool. This is by far one of my favorite things I've built in this world so far. I am really loving this thing. What do you guys think? I'm really pleased with the outcome of this design here. So yeah, that is what we're gonna build the mob farm inside of, and may I just say I'm excited for that as well. So for those of you who are wondering, where did I get all that hardened clay from? Well, as you can see, I'm currently heading into a mesa biome here, and I'm not sure if we can see, you can see kind of the top of the pyramid over there. We explored that in like a very early episode of this series here. Can I jump up here? Maybe I can get a view of where the root forest is, so you can kind of get an idea of where we're actually at. It seems our render distance is actually too low here. Let's just notch it up just a little bit here. Yeah, there it is. You can see the roof forest here. So that is where our base is currently at. Let me just chunk that down. Get it? Chunk? Because it's 16 chunks. Anyway, so I actually set up a haste 1 beacon because I found out you actually only need haste 1 and not haste 2 to get instamine with an efficiency 5 pickaxe on hardened clay here. So I set up another portal here. I might as well have traveled through this one to show you where it was, but anyway, kind of forgot that was there. But yeah, so I just grabbed my efficiency 5 pickaxe and started mining out some hardened clay here. I actually don't have the beacon here anymore. I moved it back to the base because I didn't really need any more hardened clay for now. So yeah, that is how I got the hardened clay, in case you were wondering. So by now you might have noticed, well, I am not really good at finishing projects in one episode. I said to start a project, and I don't really get to finish it in one episode. And I certainly do not expect to finish this mob farm in this episode either, but I will definitely start on it, and yeah, hopefully that is acceptable, because this is going to be a huge project with this mob farm. And as you can see here, actually, I have done a little bit more, not too much work, but a little bit more on the skyscraper here. I've kind of framed out the windows and stuff like that. The reason I've actually added in the windows up here and not finished it in between is because I wanted to mark out where the mob farm is actually going to start. And that is, well, as you can see right here, we're going to start the mob farm on this section up here and upwards, so that we have a bunch of space beneath it. Let me actually go inside. I don't think I've ever showed you inside of it. So beneath it we can have a lot of technical stuff with mob sorting and stuff like that, and also some drops that will make the mobs fall and go down to half health. Hopefully that's the idea. I'm not sure if this is quite tall enough for a drop, but we might actually have to like dig down here inside the building and stuff like that. But anyway, actually I need dirt. I have so much cobblestone in my inventory. Let's see, dirt. There you are. I'm using dirt to pillar up, by the way, for scaffolding. So let's do exactly that. Let's get up here real quick. And all the dirt in between here is to prevent mobs from spawning in the holes and the gaps in between all the blocks for the windows and stuff like that, just in case you were wondering, because we would really much try to avoid that happening, basically. Mobs spawning in between the gaps, that is. Alright, so we're gonna start on the mob farm now. And basically what we're gonna do first here, I gotta think real quick. By the way, or not by the way, you guys already know this, I'm really bad at building and talking at the same time, so bear with me here. But the first thing we want to do here is build the we're gonna size out how big the mob farm is gonna be, and this should be really simple actually. As you can see, all we do is place cobblestone around here, and we have lots of cobblestone, so I don't expect to run out of it anytime soon. And the good thing about this is, and basically the good thing about most mob farms, is that it's always expandable upwards as much as you want, so that is good. Okay, so that is that. Now we need to build a floor in here, and I think we will do that right here. And most of the stuff I'm doing here is going to be, well, temporary, because we're gonna poke some holes in the floor and stuff like that, so keep that in mind. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing, at least I think so. But anyway, so I'm not gonna actually build the whole floor here on camera. What I'm gonna do now is, I gotta think here, I didn't bring any of these light blue clay blocks up here, so I gotta bear in mind that we need these light blue blocks in between here for the windows. But I think that will be one, 2, 3, and then 2 light blue blocks on top, so I gotta keep that in mind. Anyway, we're gonna continue expanding the wall up here, and so yeah, this is basically the process for now. We're gonna get a little bit more advanced at some point while building this, but the process right now, and what we gotta do right now, is just building the wall and the floor here. Oh my god, oh man. So apparently I've done some miscalculation in my test world for this mob farm here, and it really kills me, because as you can tell right here, apparently in my test world I got, well, the dimension of this mob farm to be this, and then an extra block. This wall basically pushed backwards one more block, so that this here would be a cobblestone block basically. So basically that's a little hard to explain, but the dimensions would be this right here, but that doesn't, these 4 blocks doesn't fit in here, right? And that really kills me, because that means that what we will have to do is either make this mob farm not symmetrical, which somewhat is okay because it's not going to be visible from the outside, and what I mean by this is we'll have to push this wall back 1 block, so we'll have it here, but not this wall right here, which, as you can tell, that's gonna make it not symmetrical, which is gonna kill my OCD basically. Or what we can do is we can have well, basically the idea for this mob farm is we're gonna have lines or beams in between in this room here. I'll get a little more in depth with that later. We can also, the other idea I have is we can push this wall here inwards 1 block, so this wall here would basically be here, but then we'd have beams running across the room this way instead of this way. So that's the other idea, and I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for this. I mean, having it not symmetrical would that's just, oh, my OCD can't handle it. But I really like the idea of having the beams going across this way instead of this way here. So let me think about that for a sec, and I'll be back with you guys. So guys, I decided, and I think we're gonna go with the non-symmetrical way. And I think in the long run it's not really gonna hurt at all, because again, it's not gonna be visible from the outside, and it's also gonna give us a lot more space to work with. The only thing is, now I gotta have to take a lot more of this light blue clay into consideration here, because the wall is gonna actually be pushed in 1 more block. And also, the other thing is that basically we'll have a beam right here for the mobs to spawn on, and we'll have some blocks in between here, because these are the blocks that are gonna, well, block off the window here, the glass, right, which is gonna be right here. And we're gonna have some blocks in between on the actual beam, which is gonna be a little bit weird, but I think in the long run, again, it's not gonna be visible, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool anyway. And it's gonna give us more space to work with, I guess. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do. And again, I'll work some more off camera here, and I'll go a little more in depth of what I mean with all this beam spawning system stuff when we get to that. So yeah. Okay, I want you to ignore how this mob farm looks so far, okay? It will be alright. It will be all fine. So now, the next step for this thing is, well, obviously I'm gonna expand this upwards a little bit more off camera, but the next thing we want to do on camera, or at least I decided to do on camera here, is add another ground level. And I'm gonna disclude this part here, because this is a part where the mobs are gonna fall down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill all this out here. Brief summary: we're gonna have water stream gonna carry mobs down here. We'll have a sorter that will sort out spiders from all the other mobs down here, and then below this, I don't know what we'll do yet. I actually haven't designed the mob sorter for skeletons, spiders, no, not spiders. I have designed the sorter that's gonna sort out the spiders from all the other mobs, but I haven't designed the actual mob sorter for the creepers, the zombies, and the skeletons, and possibly witches. I'm not sure. Well, witches are gonna spawn in here, I assume. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked into how witch spawning works, but I assume they're gonna spawn in here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find like a really advanced sorting design for this. Oh my god, that looks so weird. Wow. Alright, so we've got the water in place here, and it is time to build the beams. Now, I told you I would explain what that means and what the whole beam spawning thing means. Well, it's obviously, or I'm not sure if it's obvious, but it is really quite simple. For those of you who have built a mob farm before, this might be a little bit similar to what you've done, but basically what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna build beams, obviously, and the beams are where the mobs are gonna spawn. Right? That sounds simple enough. And the idea is we're gonna have these beams going all the way up here. So here is, well, imagine these beams are going all the way over there too. So here is the first layer of beams, and then we're gonna pull off more beams on top of these, and even more beams on top of that. And that is really the whole idea with this. It's really quite simple actually if you have built mob farms before. And the way we're gonna have these oh dang it, I don't have them crafted yet. The way we're gonna have these the mobs fall off or walk off actually is with wooden trapdoors. And again, really quite simple. For those of you who have, oh dang it, how do I come up here again? You know what, I'm just gonna pillar up. So for those of you who have worked with mob farms before, it's really quite simple. If you have a trapdoor set up just like this, the mobs will think that they can actually cross here, because they think the trapdoors are still like this, basically. So they think they can cross here, and they will basically walk off, and they will fall. So we have kind of run into our first problem of this thing being not symmetrical, and that is these things right here. Now you might be saying, why don't you just remove these? Well, as you can see, this is the window. This is the window for the skyscraper. So this kind of has to be here to block off the glass, as I've done on all the other layers of this this building here. So, well, the only thing, like, it's not that big of a deal. The only thing is it makes this farm a little bit less efficient. But so you can imagine, like, we have a beam up here, and mobs will not be able to spawn in this spot here. But I don't know, I think it's fine, honestly, because it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not like we lose super much efficiency of this farm, because it's only 5 spawning spaces, and as you can see, or as you can imagine, there's going to be so many spawning spots for mobs on this farm here. So I don't know, I don't honestly, I don't feel this is gonna be a huge problem at all. I might just have block this off to make it look better, and for OCD purposes, I guess. But yeah, so I don't find it that big of a deal, honestly. Interestingly enough, not all of these beams here are gonna require these sort of pillars blocking here, because as you can see, the next window up here is pretty high up. So if we add a beam here, there's actually not going to be anything blocking this beam right here. So it's going to be like every third beam we'll have an all free area here. But most of them are going to have these blocks blocking off here. But yeah, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright guys, so I would say it is about time we get this spider sorting or sort off thing. Get it? Sort off? Because we're sorting off the spiders. Anyway, I would say it's about time we do that. We get the whole sorting the spiders off the other mobs system going. So the idea with this is, please don't break the ladders. Yes, thank you. Alright, and I should probably have placed these blocks here first. Wait, where's the center? I do believe... no more blocks. Let's just use these. I would... Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna take off the water here. Yeah, this is the center. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is... Let me think. We're gonna break this block. And... Whoops. Give me that back, please. Yeah, so we need to poke... Oh god, I really don't want to spill water all the way down here. So we would have 2 signs here to avoid getting the water to spill down there. And then we would need something here. Alright, let me explain in a little bit what I'm doing here. So how do I? Yes. Okay. We have the water here. Let's place down the water first of all. Okay. This should work, I think. So the idea is basically the mops would swim down here. So say if it is a spider, it would land down here, and since a spider is 2 blocks wide and only 1 block tall, the spider would fit through here, obviously, right? Oh, yes. And since it's 2 blocks tall, it would not fall down here. It would keep going this way. Okay, so say the spider would keep swimming this way, right? Because the spider is 2 blocks wide, so it would not fall down here. But say it is a skeleton falling down here, it would actually fall down here instead of keep swimming along, because it wouldn't be able to fit this here because a skeleton is 2 blocks tall, but the spiders would, and they would keep swimming this way. So we need to make another water path here, which I'm not really sure how we're gonna do. Oh god, I've done it, I've really messed up now. I am pretty sure water just spilled down here and knocked out all the torches. Well, not all of them, but it surely did knock off a lot of them. Ah, man, this is what I wanted to avoid. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, mops hasn't spawned down here yet, so that's good. Okay, so here's the idea. We have this water stream now running, right? And at some point the spiders would follow this and they would fall down here somewhere. So that is that, and I think it is about done, really, because this. Okay, so the spiders can't fall down here, only the other mops will, and the other mops can't go in here. So yeah, that's pretty simple right there. This should work. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't work. We'll have to do some testing once we get the mops flowing, but yeah. So that is the spider sorter, or spider sort off, I guess you would call it. That's a pretty good name for it. I kind of like that. I don't know if anyone has already done this, but I kind of like that. Okay, so that is that, and I think that will about do it for this episode, guys. I really thank you guys for watching. This episode has been long in the making, and I really appreciate a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, real quick, no, this mop farm is not done yet. Of course, I think I talked a little bit about this in the beginning of this episode. Be patient, guys. We might work some more on this in the next episode. Who knows? Depends on what project we'll draw in the next episode. So, guys, wait, hold on. Selfie view in front of the awesome building here. So, guys, I thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like on it. And if you want to see more of my videos, a subscribe is always welcome and very much appreciated. So, yeah. My name is RP, and I'm out. See ya.